discretion is advised.
If you're feeling like a pimp, niggas call pimp.
Oh, awesome sauce! Hello, everybody. This is Awesome Sauce Radio. I'm your host, Adam Wonders. Hope you're having a beautiful, amazing Thursday evening. Before we get into the heart and the matter and bring in our special, talented, and lovely guest for the evening, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors. I'd like to thank the official pizzeria, DeMarco's Pizza. DeMarco's Pizza, an Italian restaurant located at 1926 Union Dairy Road, New Jersey 07421. Their phone number is 973-728-1344. And of course, if you want your free garlic knots, because garlic knots are just amazing, I highly recommend them. And the pizza's nutritious and delicious. Tell them about it, I'll send you. So once again, that's DeMarco's Pizza, the best pizza in all of northern New Jersey. Recognize 1926 Union Dairy Road, New Jersey 07421, 973-728-1344. Tell them about it, I'll send you, get yourself some garlic knots. And I also want to thank, and I can't believe the convention's only a couple weeks away, Exotica Expo returns to the convention circuit in Chicago, Illinois, April 10th through the 11th through the 13th. And I cannot wait. You got porn stars, seminars, and meet and greets, photo ops, and all sorts of amazing stuff at the parties. Ladies getting free on Friday. And exoticaexpo.com. Tell them one out and set you. I may actually be there this year. Because, C2E2, which is the big comic book convention, and Exotica on the same weekend, right up the road from one another. I may just have to go. Like I said, it all depends on how I do with the eye doctor on Monday and when I'm going to have the cataract surgery done. So, one step at a time. And of course, our last sponsor of the evening, the greatest gentleman's club in all New York City. A place that's been good to me for 30 years now, since the day I walked in there as a 21-year-old kid. The one, the only, the legendary Flash Dancers. I don't think this commercial likes me very much.
Hello, darling. Welcome to your new favorite club. You are a hard worker, so you deserve a good place to replenish yourself. Our bartenders will take great care of you, while our sexy ladies help spice up your night. Bring your friends, or make new ones here. Flash dancers, come join the party.
Yeah, I love that place. The Flash Dancers, West 45th Street, in the heart of Midtown Manhattan, New York City. Before we bring in the guests, just a quick shout out to the Nemesis. He will be in the background, and he'll be making the show look good. Love you, Dave.
Hey, I look good when I'm not on screen, so there it is.
Yeah, that's true. Don't we all? But now we're going to bring in someone who does look good on screen. She is the lovely and talented. She is a nerd, a girl next door, and she's awesome, amazing. The lovely Bella Blake. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm doing well this evening.
Good, yeah.
That's good. So
I'm doing well, all things considered. So thank you. So
yes, hopefully you feel better.
Thank you.
No, but can you please tell my audience who you are and what you do?
Yeah, my name is Bella Blake, and I am, well, I guess you basically say I'm an adult content creator. I guess that's kind of the professional label for it.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
So, how did you get into the industry?
Well, it was kind of, at the time I was working a day job and I was trying to find something I could do on the side to make some extra money. And yeah, that's how I got into OnlyFans kind of. It was something I could do, kind of on my own time. I could squeeze it in whenever I had time to do it. And yeah, it's kind of taken off from there. It's been fun.
That's awesome. How long have you been doing it now?
Oh, goodness, probably like 4 years, about that. It's taken a while to get where I'm at, but yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, so I think I met you on Twitter through God rest his soul, Dave.
Yes.
2 years ago.
I think so. Yeah, it has to be about that now.
Yeah, because I met you the same time I met Abby. So yeah.
Yes. Yep.
When he was trying to get you guys both booked on here initially.
Yes.
Because him and I would talk all the time, and he'd be like, "Can I bring this girl on here? Can you bring this girl on the show so we can get her more exposure?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, Dave, whatever you want."
Aw. Yeah, he was a great guy.
Yeah, he was.
As you can see on screen, we've got Bella's Linktree up there. Go search for Bella Blake 96 on Linktree, and you can find all her links there. Twitter, Pornhub, Snapchat, FetLife, which I haven't heard of, OnlyFans, and Reddit. So go check that out.
Yes, please, definitely.
What is how does FetLife work?
It's probably honestly one of my biggest platforms, actually. I've pulled in a lot of people from FetLife. It's a pretty cool network. There's a lot of cool people on there.
So how does it differ, say, from OnlyFans or from, any of the other, 500 camming platforms that are out there?
Basically, it's just another place. A lot of people use it just to get in touch with photographers, people in the industry. I use it a lot for marketing and stuff. So yeah, it's a great way to meet other people who are working in the industry.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
It's a good one. It is. It's gotten bigger over the years.
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw this argument or a discussion on social media yesterday, and it occurred to me to ask you this just now because I'm sure you'll have some thoughts on this, but there was a argument back and forth on whether people who are creators like you are entrepreneurs. And I thought the answer was obvious, but a lot of people disagree. But what would you say to people who say that adult content creators don't have to be entrepreneurs? Because it seems to me like there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So.
Oh, definitely. I would say yes. I would say there's definitely some entrepreneurship that goes into it. I mean, especially if you're working on your own and trying to market your own stuff, you're kind of selling yourself. So you're being a salesman basically and trying to sell your product, which is your content. So yeah, I mean, if you kind of have to learn that as you go. I'm very lucky. I work with my husband and he's very good at being the salesman and talking to people. He's much better at it than I am. So he's helped me out a lot over the years.
That's cool. Awesome. You said that one of the things that really perked my attention when we initially met on your Twitter handle, you say you're a nerd.
Oh yes.
What is some of your nerd cred?
Well, I am big into video gaming. I would be embarrassed to admit how much time I spend on video games a week, honestly. And I'm into the nerdy stuff like Harry Potter. I don't know if you'd call Disney stuff part of the nerd category, but I'm huge into that.
Oh boy.
There's I just threw up cosplay Bella as one of my favorite characters, Raven. So very cool.
That was a fun one to do, yes.
That is awesome. What video games are you currently playing?
I play mostly Hogwarts Legacy and Disney Dreamlight Valley. Those are probably the two ones I play the most right now. But yeah.
Love Hogwarts Legacy. Great game.
So much fun. Yes.
Yeah. Although, do you mod at all for any of your games?
I actually don't. I've seen a lot about it, but I've also heard that it can make your game glitch and stuff. So I haven't really messed with it myself. But
It can. It takes a lot to figure it out. But like if you only do 1 or 2 mods, usually okay. But one of my favorite mods on Hogwarts Legacy is someone modded it so they added all of the various things that you can fly on from Hocus Pocus into Hogwarts Legacy. So you can fly on like the vacuum cleaner and stuff like that. So,
Oh, that's so cool. I'll have to check those out.
yeah.
I've played through like twice now, so anything different would just mix it up for me at this point.
And what?
I'm all about Marvel Rivals right now. So
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I actually Marvel Rivals has become like a part-time job for me at the moment.
Okay. Is
What-
that I haven't heard of that one. What's that one like?
Marvel Rivals is it's kind of like Fortnite but with Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
you're being like Deadpool and parts of the Spider-Man cast as the Spider-Verse characters and stuff like that.
Nice, nice. My husband would probably love that. I'll have to tell him about that one.
Yeah.
What Hogwarts house?
I'm in Hufflepuff, but I played
Okay.
through as the last time on some of my live streams, actually on my OnlyFans. I played through as a Slytherin because I figured that's the exact opposite of Hufflepuff. Wanted to check it out and see how different it would be.
I am a Ravenclaw in a household full of Gryffindors. So
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So you do a lot of cosplay. What are some of your favorite cosplays to perform?
Well, Raven was a lot of fun. We did that one. I've also Velma is a very popular choice. I do that one every so often. It's one of the ones I have like a full costume for. I also coming up here. I think I need to get a couple more pieces for it, but I'm going to do Vanellope from like Wreck-It Ralph, another
Nice.
Disney type one.
there's the Velma cosplay. Very nice.
Is that the
Thank
one
you.
you posted up the other day?
That was actually I did another one recently that was with Velma. It was different from this shoot, but yes.
Yeah, that's the one I said that you should make a print of the other day.
Yes.
Growing up, I'm surprised at how popular Velma has become in the fairly recently. Maybe the last 10 years or so. 'Cause
Me too. I always would have thought Daphne would be the big ask for like this porn type stuff, but it seems like Velma is actually more popular.
when I was a kid, it was Daphne. So
Yeah.
I think it's the rise of nerdism being popular. I think has led to Velma being popular. So
I think you may be right. Yes.
I don't know, but I always heard Velma and Daphne, but that's just me.
hey, nothing wrong with that. So
Velma was a smart one.
yeah,
And Velma was more paired with Scooby and Shaggy in the OG cartoons than she was with Fred and Daphne. May have been it too.
That's true. That's true. She was the smart one, so
That's just basically how that rolled. Is there any cosplays that you haven't done that you'd like to do?
well, I do have Vanellope coming up. But I don't know about any other ones. I have to look through. I have asked my fans what they want to see. I'll have to take another look and see. But yeah, the only one coming up that I know of is Vanellope.
That's awesome.
from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, are you going to be at Exotica Chicago?
I will be. Yes. It'll be my first time going.
So this is your first. Awesome. So this is your first time going to one Exotica in general.
Yes, I have never been to anything like it. So this will be my very first. I'm not really sure what to expect. It'll be fun and exciting.
You're going to be in for a good time. I do Jersey. I've been doing Jersey every year since 2010.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
I remember. I missed our inaugural event 2009, but I haven't missed one since 2010 there. And it can be a little grueling. It can, but most of the other performers are lovely, and 9 times out of 10, most of the the fans and the people coming to meet everyone is nice and respectful.
Nice.
And,
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who want to meet up, so it'll be fun.
Yes, and Dan and the rest of the crew over at Exotica run a really good ship. And I'm not saying that because they hook me up with passes every year. Even if I wasn't in the industry, I still was just a fanboy of everything, I'd still go every year.
Nice.
Hey, Adam, we have another picture that we have for Bella that I can throw up if you want.
Yeah, do it, please.
Here we go. I'm not sure what this one is, so I think I lost some dirt cred on this one if it's a cosplay. So
it's kind of Hufflepuff. I think that was my Hufflepuff shirt. I think if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh no! So my Harry Potter nerd cred just went down. So
it's pretty small. I don't blame you. We mostly just use it for the shirt.
Cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, you're an adult content creator. Outside of the cosplay, what type of content do you create?
Mostly just boy-girl scenes, basically. We try to branch out and make different kinds of content. Yeah, it's mostly just lingerie, basically, or nothing at all if it's not cosplay.
All right, that's cool. So it's just basically you and your husband?
At the moment, yes. Yep.
That's awesome. It's awesome that he's so supportive in all of this.
He is, yes. He's my partner in crime with all this.
That's cool. So what's the adult scene like in Michigan?
There's actually quite a bit going on in the area. Yeah. It's been interesting. We've been connecting with others who are in the area. It's been fun.
That is awesome. Because like I said, I only went there for a school for the blind. Back in 2015, I got exposed to a Michigan winter. Let's see, I came home with frostbite, ammonia.
Oh, yes. It's not fun, for sure.
And tendinitis, because the teachers at school for the blind, they were just like, "Oh, we can't have you guys stay inside anymore. We taught you everything we can inside. You're gonna have to face winter elements." And I was like, I've never seen looked at winter the same ever again.
It's brutal. It is. Yes. I would not miss the winters here at all if I moved.
This is just one of my weirder questions, but who gets more ass, Superman or Batman?
Let's see. I would, have you ever seen the Lego movies, like the animated ones?
Yeah, they're great.
That's what I would think of. Like, Superman had all the girls around him and Batman was so jealous. Superman was at all the parties. Like, he was just the one living it up. So I would have to say Superman.
All right. And you now have the honor of being the first one who's ever answered that question with Superman.
Really?
Yeah. In the last couple of years, every performer I've brought on and asked that question to has always said Batman.
Oh, wow. See, I figure he's so busy at night. Like, he must sleep during the day, right? Like, how much time does he really have?
That's what Monster Energy drinks are for. So.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you would have to. But then again, people are probably like, that's not right. I don't know much about Marvel superheroes, honestly. So.
Full Throttle Racing says no one likes Michigan winter, and also said that Bella is awesome. So.
Aw.
Cool. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
So what advice would you give to someone starting out on OnlyFans?
Probably my biggest tip would be, as much as it sucks, be patient, because unfortunately you can't just log on, create an account, start posting up some content, and be rolling in the money. It takes time. And a lot of people, I feel like, get discouraged with that. I know a couple friends who tried to start one and it kind of fell through after a few weeks because nothing was going anywhere. So I would say that look up how to market. Marketing is huge. You know, like I said, you're selling basically yourself as a product. Maybe as bad as it sounds, but I think those would probably be the biggest tips I would give.
It sounds like being an indie comic creator.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Since I'm the one in the room who has a foot in both the industries. Yeah, they what applies to being an indie comic book creator is pretty much the same thing as being an indie adult content creator.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, it's the same kind of, I guess, skills you would say. You know, I mean,
95. I'm an indie comic creator. 95% of my work has nothing to do with creating comics. So, you know, it's the sad reality of the situation, but it is what it is.
It's so true, though. Yeah, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that, you know, you don't even think about when you're just watching the content.
Yeah. Full Throttle Racist says both have to have good content for both creators. Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
That's very true.
But even then, even if you have good content, it doesn't mean you'll be successful without the marketing and everything else. So, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even some luck, I would say, thrown in there, you know. Somebody could strike it big after a couple weeks, you know, just because they got lucky. So it does happen. But
that's all it takes is this thing, find someone who just finds that one clip of yours that they really fall in love with. So, okay, you gotta check this out.
Yes. I had a friend who they posted up a really short video. It was nothing really crazy even, and it just went crazy. Like they had so many likes and views on it after just a couple days. And it was just kind of a fluke that it just went viral.
At the risk of being canceled or ridiculed, the Hawk Tua girl, look at how she blew up, you know, so, you know, over that one thing. So
it's true.
And I'm like, we not live in a world where you just never know what's going to blow up and what's not.
Yep.
So I think you just got to like take the risk of being, all right, what am I willing to put out there? What am I not willing to put out there? And just hope for the best sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, it never hurts to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. I would, you know, definitely say it'd be a good thing. But yeah, make sure you're comfortable. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. This is another one of my go-to questions for, you know, when I always have someone on for the first time. Is better to perform in a scene, blowjob or hand job?
For me, it's definitely a hand job. Definitely. No question.
Once again, you may be one of my favorite interviews of the year because all the answers I was expecting are not the ones I'm getting tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, normally I get blowjob more than hand job than an answer to this question.
I am the odd one out. That's weird.
So I guess my follow-up is why?
Blowjobs are not my favorites. I will be honest. So, like, I tend to, you know, take more time and do more hand jobs. And I've been told that they're much better than my blowjobs, probably because, you know, it's not my favorite thing. So, yeah.
All right, that's fair enough, and they're not for everybody. Just in case my friend Brittany's catching this episode. Because we've had this debate, me and my friend Brittany has had this debate a few times over the last couple of months.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, you know, but then again, she's the one who told me that I can do anal on her when she gets allow any girl in the world to do anal on me and videotape it.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm not in that world, but I will say if Mrs. Nim would ever ask me that question, one or the other, I would say yes. So, you know, that would be my answer. So.
Okay, Doc. Watch, that's gonna wind up in an issue with Space Monkeys.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Space Monkeys is an indie comic that Dave was working on. That,
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully will be up and ready for in the world of Kickstarter sometime by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah. It's one of those tributes to nerddom, but this is your interview. We don't need to talk about Space Monkeys right now, but thank you for the shout out, Adam. So
anytime, my brother. We're a tag team, so.
yeah.
What are some of your thoughts on all the age verification stuff that we've been dealing with for the last 2 years?
It's such a complicated thing. I mean, I can understand why they're putting it all into place. I mean, I get it, but it also makes you wonder, the internet is such a huge place. You can go so many places to find, basically sexual content, no matter how old you are. Like, makes you wonder, how effective is it really,
Yeah, like I said, and I just, I'm like I said, maybe it's because I'm a good uncle and my brother is a good brother that we make sure we actually watch what our kids are doing on TV and on the computer. And it's just like, I don't think the internet was ever set up to be a babysitter.
Absolutely, yes.
And
I feel like
and of course, people are. Some of these things are so easy to manipulate too. It's just like you're a 16, 17-year-old kid, and they're gonna be like, "Are you 18? Go away." I'm sure. Now, so easy to manipulate.
that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, if somebody really wants to get around it too, they're gonna get around it. Like, kids these days they're so good with technology. It's. I feel like it's just not really enough.
Like I said, I look at the generation growing up. It's like, crap. They know how to use these devices like 10 times better than I do.
Yes, I hear you.
Full Throttle says Space Monkey signed me up. Hey, all right. And he also says, I'm pretty sure Coco Melon has been a whole generation's babysitter. So.
Wait, what's been a whole generation's babysitter?
Coco Melon.
That's some kids show, I think.
I don't know.
I have young cousins. I think it is, but
I'm gonna have to go Google that later.
I will say though that even when old farts like you and me, Adam, were growing up, if you wanted to find a way around it or find a way to get access to adult material, you found it. I mean, absolutely. I was like a freaking ninja when my dad left the house and breaking into whatever he was hiding, adult magazines and stuff. So, it is what it is.
I had a deal with the guy at the local convenience store. I would put the Playboy in between like a Mad magazine.
Yeah.
Just slip him the money for both and just walk out.
You know that scene from Mission Impossible where he comes down from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. So,
And kids these days are the same way, it's like putting up kind of a flimsy cardboard fence like for this stuff, and it's just not going to stop people who want it.
Yeah, because now I know in certain states you'll get Cherry DeVille popping up telling you, your state no longer allows you to see this stuff. Bye bye.
Yes.
So circling back to Exotica for a minute, what are some of your expectations for the event?
I honestly don't really know what to expect because I haven't been to anything like Exotica. I mean, I've heard things from others who went. They said it was great. Mostly, great for networking, getting together with others. So
that it is. I've made lifelong friends and lifelong business contacts over the last couple of years. So you'll have a great networking. And I've never been to Chicago, and like I said in the intro, I'm thinking of going this year. Just that I have a chance to have my cataracts removed to improve my vision a little bit.
Absolutely. That's more important for sure.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting. I won't know exactly when we're going to see what the surgery is until Monday after I meet with my new eye doctor. So try not to find out a bunch of stuff.
Well, I hope to see you there if you do make it.
Definitely. Hopefully you have such a good experience. You decide to do the circuit a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. That would be great.
Yeah, because the Jersey, I highly recommend the Jersey one.
Go check that one out.
And like I said, it's nice to have the one event of the year where I don't have to do much traveling to get to it.
Right.
Allows me to be a little bit lazier. Is there anything on movies and TV that you're binging at the moment?
Mostly I rewatched Disney movies. Like I said, I'm such a huge Disney nerd. I like to rewatch the old. Have you ever seen the Nickelodeon, like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Yes.
I like to throw that kind of stuff on and just let it play while I'm doing my thing, whatever it be, cleaning, reading, playing video games.
That's awesome. What if you had to pick your top three? What are your top three go-to Disney/Nickelodeon movies?
I have to say number one would be Lilo and Stitch. I love the Inside Out movies. Probably any of the Toy Story movies. They were all really good.
Very cool.
Start rewatching those.
Wreck-It Ralph?
I love that one too. I have so many favorites.
Cool.
Uh,
Adam, I'm throwing up the link tree again for everybody. Make sure you go check out this link tree for Bella Blake 96 there to check out all the links to where she is on social media. So
Yes, and like I said, I do apologize because up to about 3 days ago, I was always putting 97 after your name on Twitter by accident.
Oh, no worries.
You know, because I went and I double checked. I was like, crap.
No worries.
Yeah. So, do you and your husband have any plans to expand what you guys are doing with others, or is it just two of you guys up on operation at the moment?
So far all we've done is content together, but we are kind of feeling out for others to work with. It's been quite a search. So, and I always like to meet people before I go any further with them. So yeah, we are looking for others at the moment to work with.
I should send you guys a couple of my scenes, see if there's anything that would strike your fancy.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a bunch of stuff I've written while I was recovering for some health issues. So just looking at my back catalog, I'm like, it's like I might get some of this stuff made eventually.
Yes.
Now that I'm getting back, now that I'm 99.99%, back in good health.
You should, yes.
Do you have any fond memories of our friend, God rest his soul, Dave Photo?
Well, I'm sorry to say I only got to meet him in person once, but I mean, we had a great time. We went to dinner, we laughed, talked about all kinds of stuff. I wish I'd had the chance to work with him. He was a great guy, but
he's an amazing person. Yeah. He's one of the first people I met who really took me seriously. Yeah, I met him at Exotica in New Jersey, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to become the Stevie Wonder of adult entertainment. Because he was the one who was busting my balls. He's just like, I'm blind Adam. He's like, that may not work well in the PC culture we live in.
Right.
Okay. And then we just worked. He's a great guy.
He was. It's very sorry to hear.
Yeah. Like I said, was one of them. With his time and his knowledge, he was one of the more generous people I knew in the industry. So, what is your video game system of choice?
PC mostly. I play on my computer, but I also have like some tablet games that I'm super obsessed with. So
Nice.
Cool. What's your PC setup like? Sorry, this is a very nerdy question for everyone out there, but I gotta know.
it's, I don't know, it's actually quite a setup. Like, I'm lucky my husband knew what he was doing and he like built it from scratch. So
Okay.
it's quite the setup. I've got like 2 monitors going on because I do streaming a few times a week. But yeah.
It's impressive.
Very cool.
He knows more about it than I do, but yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
I only ask. My son and I are big PC gamers, and we're always one-upping each other, building new PCs. So, you know.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I started out gaming on a PC like forever ago growing up. That and PlayStation. Those were the gaming of choice.
I won't tell you what year I started gaming on PC because it's closer to when the PC was invented than current year. That's all I'll say.
So, were we still using data on cassette tapes at that point?
As a matter of fact, we were, to be honest with you. So,
And to anyone who's under the age of 40, basically, it was Texas Instruments and I think Atari. You had to, in order to save your data, you had to take an old cassette tape, like the ones you guys used to play music on.
yeah.
And even that's kind of dating myself right now too, because I'm sure people under the age of 30 go, "What the fuck is that?"
Vic 20 and Commodore 64 had tape drives as well. So yeah.
And you had to hit a record on a cassette tape to record your computer data at one point.
Oh wow. Wow.
Don't get me started, Adam. I'm originally I have a degree in computer science, so I don't want to get on this topic. I'll bore everybody to death.
We're not gonna bore our guys. We're not gonna bore Bella like that.
Yeah. Poor lady will fall asleep and fall backwards in their chair. So.
Not at all.
What advice would you give to male producers booking female talent for the first time?
Good question. I would say, well, I've had some people who weren't like okay with me bringing my partner with me to meetings or even for content shoots. So I would say let them, bring somebody who will make them more comfortable. It'll make things smoother in the long run. For sure. They'll be more comfortable working with you. And yeah, just make sure that they're comfortable the whole way. I would just ask them questions. Hey, is this okay? It'll make them feel much better about the process. And don't be pushy. I'd say that's a good one.
My whole thing is where I feel like doing the comic book and porn-based podcast for the last 10 years now is give me legs up. And as you can see in my process, I did that even with my podcasting interviews.
Yes.
So I want people just my whole processes, and I'm still learning. Keep it fun for everybody.
Yes, and that's perfect. Some guys come in so hardcore, just being pushy, and it's like, no, girls, don't do that.
If it wasn't going to get you game in real life, being that pushy, it's like, why would you try that in something in a professional setting? I just never got it.
Absolutely, yes. And maybe they're just excited. I don't know, but it doesn't come off very good when you don't even know the person and you haven't met them face to face.
Definitely. I only had one time when I super fanboyed out. And it was meeting Jenna Jameson like a good 20 years ago. And, I think her bodyguards just said, "You're a little special, dude. Just relax." And I apologized and I shut my mouth. That's because I didn't want the bodyguards to beat the shit out of me. It's like I got back in my lane.
That's probably a valid concern. So. I've seen some of those guys, so
Yeah, some of them are huge. It's crazy.
So, any movies you're looking forward to seeing this year, Bella?
Well, I heard that there's a new live action Lilo and Stitch coming out. I feel like they're going to mess it up, and I'm going to go see it anyway. Just because I'm such a huge fan.
Than what they did with The Lion King.
It's so true. It's very true. That's what I'm hoping.
Like I said,
but I feel like they can't do better than the original, though. So, you know.
Oh, they have to mess with a classic like that.
I know. But yeah, The Lion King was pretty bad.
Yeah, that live action, I walked out of the theater. I was like, you can tell this is just an insult.
Well,
I was glad I didn't go to the theaters for that one.
There's an upcoming live action adaptation of a Disney movie that I think is going to make anything else that came before it look very good. That's all I'll say. So I don't want the evil mouse to come for me, so I'm not going to name names. So, I mean, I live way too close to Disneyland to be bad mouthing Disney. So
I'm 20 minutes to your day.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to say the wrong thing, and I'm going to go off the air in the middle of a podcast, and you'll know why. So,
Mickey owes me $20. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, one of my dream things is to make a Mickey Mouse parody.
Make a Mickey Mouse what?
Make a Mickey Mouse porn parody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had people kind of request like Disney princess porn type stuff. Apparently, that's a thing. I haven't really seen it myself, but
I will say that in one of my upcoming comics, I won't say which because it's still being edited, but one of my characters is in a knockdown, drag him out fight with a Winnie the Pooh lookalike. So,
kind of like that horror movie they made of that.
So,
Bella, have you seen any of the? Now that Winnie the Pooh is in public domain, have you seen any of the horribly made Winnie the Pooh horror movies?
I haven't seen the full movies, but I have seen the horrible trailers. It looked pretty bad.
I'm gonna say, do not waste your time. I watched one of them for the first time a week ago, and I don't know who to write to ask for the 2 hours of my life back.
Was it even scary, like, or no?
It was like over the top cartoon scary.
Okay.
I've watched both of them, Adam. So.
Yeah.
And I will say it was scary thinking of who wrote this and who wants to watch it. That's true.
That's true.
There's not a Popeye one out there, which I have not had a chance to watch yet.
I think that though, when I watch even some of the like porn intro stuff that they do, you know, I'm like, who wrote this? Like,
yeah,
it makes no sense.
Although, since you like video games, there's a video game that's supposed to be coming out with Steamboat Willie, and it's a first-person shooter with Steamboat Willie like slaughtering everything. So it's like,
oh, lovely. Okay.
Yeah. Once again, if that's your thing, go for it. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh boy, my brother Mickey got me in the closet. Now I'm gonna get out some rage.
I've been doing horror live streams lately. I was gonna say if those are like scary, those Winnie the Pooh ones, maybe I should watch those on stream.
Oh. If you want people to know you're hardcore, I would, but other than that, probably not. So.
Yeah, definitely not hardcore horror here.
Yeah. I used to do a horror podcast, and I watched some pretty hardcore stuff, and I'm glad that I don't have to watch it for the podcast anymore. That's all I'll say. So.
Yes. I've been terrifying myself.
Huh?
We can resurrect that at some point.
Yeah.
I have a couple ideas for watch parties in the near future. We'll talk about off air.
Well, the only thing I'll say as a horror fan and someone who writes horror novels, and so I write my comic books and I write novels as well, is that when you write certain things, like certain things that scare me, like scary kids, or you watch a movie like Sinister, and you have a young child that lives in your house, that will scare the shit out of you for months afterwards. That's all I'm gonna say. So.
Oh, I bet. I just watched Insidious on my horror stream. I was scared for like a week. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah. Well, the first time I watched Sinister, I have 3 children, but my youngest daughter, and it was a daughter too, was only like 6 or 7 at the time. So it was like after that, I was just like, I love you, girl, but I'm watching you real close.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. So.
Do you have any projects coming out in the near future you'd like the audience to know about?
Nothing coming out in the near future, I don't think, that I know of anyway. I'm still trying to come up with some ideas. I do have a shoot going on Saturday, but I am not sure yet what I'm going to be doing. We'll just call it a surprise.
That's awesome. And once again, if Dave can show up the link tree.
I will put that up just a second, but Full Throttle Racy says, ask Bella about her and Five Nights at Freddy's. So.
Oh, it was scary. It was terrifying. I do horror streams with my co-star Charlie Ray, and we both are not horror fans, and playing that game, like, we were screaming so loud. It was horrible.
See,
I was like, why are we doing this?
I never got into the games that much. My kids did, but my kids got me to watch the movie, and I enjoyed the movie. So I thought
the movie was not as scary as I thought it would be. The game is much worse, honestly.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But the Freddy stuff is something I have not gotten into.
Yeah.
It's really not even that complicated a game. It's just
my kids are completely into it though. They know all the lore. They've played all of the games. Like all 3 of my kids and my now daughter-in-law. I mean, they're all like into Five Nights at Freddy, and I'm just kind of like, okay. So, but I enjoyed the movie, so it was cool to be able to share that with them too. So.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot to it. Yeah, my husband was really into the movie too. Yeah.
Yeah. Here is that link tree for everybody again. Go check it out. Bella Blake 96 on the link tree. So if you go to link tree and search, you will find it, and it has all the links there. So.
Bella, thank you so much for being a guest tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And like I said, I will reach out to you, and maybe we can strike a deal, and maybe we can sometime in the near future maybe make some content together.
Yeah, sure, definitely. We can always talk about it.
All right, definitely. All right, thank you so much. Have a great night.
You too.
Night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Dave, can you hit the Noid?
Yes, I will in just a second. Bella, I'm going to take you out. So here you go.
All right, thanks.
All right. You want me to throw the Noid up?
Yes, please.
All right. Give me just a second. I got to pull that up. So,
see, this is professional podcasting 101.
And do you want to tell Bella how to log out of the back, or maybe she already did? So
I think she may have already did.
Okay. Bella, yeah, there you go. So. And
Bella, have a great night, and thank you so much for being a guest.
Yeah, it was wonderful. So, all right, here we go. Little Noid action.
Yep.
It's your call. You can enjoy the fresh baked quality from Domino's Pizza, or take your chances with the Noid. You can have pizza made to your order, or you can count on our famous 30-minute delivery, or you can taste the quality from Domino's Pizza, so avoid the Noid. Domino's Pizza delivers. Call now.
Yep.
Nice.
Back when commercials were cool and the world was simple, and we don't get commercials like that no more.
Do you remember they actually had a Noid video game and like toys and stuff for a while?
Oh, yeah, the Noid was like they got rid of the character and the gimmick altogether. For legal reasons. The Noid was one of the biggest mascots of the mid-'80s at one point.
Yeah. It blew up. I don't think they ever expected it to blow up like it did, but they had video games, and I want to say, and you would know about this more than I do, but didn't they even have a one-off comics?
They had
book
like a black form, and I'm shocked at what these go for on on eBay. Black form, but a 2-issue miniseries of the Noid in 3D.
Wow. Yeah.
And, I think the issue 1 goes up for like $100.
You know what would have been funny? They never could have done it for the rights, because to getting the rights to all these, but wouldn't it have been funny to do like a Suicide Squad or Thunderbolts type miniseries with the Noid and the Hamburglar and the burglar from Cookie Crunch, Cookie Crisps, and all those different like bad guy like animated.
That would have been awesome, like a Laugh Olympic style type thing.
Yeah. Oh, how cool would that be? Hey, by the way, Adam, you're off center again for some reason. I'm not sure what happened.
So hang on.
There you go. You're good. You're perfect.
Like I said, I also added some crap to the room that I'm sorting through, so my things are mixed off by boxes on either side of me now.
Yeah. Well, you were centered for when I was watching before, so I don't know what happened. Maybe just
I think I just accidentally pushed a chair somehow.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Like the office chair with the wheels is not my friend sometimes.
Yeah.
It doesn't want me to show my ugly mug on camera.
But yeah, I just think it would be impossible because of all the, you'd have to get the rights to all of it.
And then you're dealing with different corporations too.
Yeah. But it would be cool. So, even like have, and then have them like chasing, like, wouldn't it be funny to see 4 or 5 of those evil, quote unquote evil characters chasing like Lucky from Lucky Charms or something, trying to catch him.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what did the Noid in?
What's that?
In real life, the whole gimmick was 30 minutes or less.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Domino's was awesome for holding up to that. Someone got killed on the road from a Domino's delivery guy because of 30 minutes or less.
Wow. I used to work for Domino's in the 90s in New Jersey, as a matter of fact. And we were told without being told to drive like freaking maniacs. So, I mean, I'm up in Booton, driving like a freaking maniac through the hills and stuff, trying to get to places that are
That's a recipe for disaster, bro.
Yeah. I'm out in the boondocks trying to get to some place within 30 minutes.
You're not the boondocks. You're in North Bumblefuck.
Yeah. So.
That's like North Bumblefuck, New Jersey.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy doing that. And then, I don't know if I've ever told you this. Being a delivery driver for Domino's taught me to keep the doors to my car locked at all times, because I was coming home from several deliveries. I had made some pretty good tips. So I had like $400 in my pocket. And I'm in Booton, which parts of Booton are not like exactly nice. I was very close to the store, and I stopped at a stoplight, and some dude just hopped in my car because I had a Domino's sign on it. And he was like, he wanted to ride because he lived up by Domino's. And I'm sitting there at 10 o'clock at night with $400 in my pocket, and some strange dude just hopped in my car. So,
beat his ass.
Yeah. So,
beat his ass Daredevil style. But the last little thing of the night, once again, just get your opinion on this, because I think comic books are, especially some, are running out of ideas at times.
Yeah.
This is an image, I believe, of Batman 158.
Okay.
Which is the sequel to Hush.
Is this the Heart of Hush?
Now, this is a sequel to Hush.
Oh, is this new?
Yeah, this comes out beginning of April, I believe.
It shows you how much I've been.
Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee reuniting. This is the sequel to the original Hush.
So this is the third sequel to the original Hush, then, because they did Hush, they did Heart of Hush, they did Hush Returns, and now they've got this.
Yeah, and basically and they're saying that this is the sequel to the original Hush.
And it's just
I don't know if Heart of Hush, they're considering the original Heart of Hush to be, from 608 to 612, and then that three-parter and got the Gotham Knights, which was which was towards the end of the run, like 70 through 75, and then Heart of Hush, which was an amazing story by Paul Dini.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Heart of Hush. So
yeah, so I don't know what but basically this is a sequel to Hush. Is how it's being marketed.
Well, I got a couple thoughts. I got a couple questions. I got a couple thoughts. So right off the bat, looking at this artwork, I like it because they've gone back to the original art style from Hush, So I dig that. That's cool. Did they bring back the same artist?
Yeah, Jim Lee.
Okay.
Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair, which is the the art ink and the color team that always work together with all Jim Lee's art stuff.
And Jeff Loeb is writing it?
Yep. And this is the first time that Jeff, I think, has written a comic book, and God knows how long.
Okay. That promises good things, Is it the same Hush character? The same.
Yeah, pretty much. Tommy Elliott.
Yeah.
They're going to be introducing a new character in it who may be his apprentice called Silence.
Is this a standalone, or is this within the current continuity?
This is in current continuity, and it's going to be the first part of it, which is 6 issues, is going to be running through the current Batman run.
See,
then the next 6 issues will be its own thing. It starts a miniseries for some weird reason.
See, I don't get it. And here's why I don't get it. Right. Like, if you look at the left-hand side, or, if you're looking at the artwork, you look at the left-hand side, you see, like, Joker and Harley there together. Joker and Harley haven't been a thing in ages, You've got a President Luthor up there. That time has come and gone, So, like, how is this going to... I don't know. Maybe this is just a throwback to what happened in the past, but
it may just be, because, God, President Luther's been, even though they wanted to bring, because of the parallels to the real world, and that's what I'm saying, so no one likes to lynch my ass.
Yeah.
Because the parallel to the real world, they can bring up Luther back as president, and I wouldn't complain at all.
Yeah. But even, like, is Gordon... I thought Gordon was mostly sidelined now in the current continuity, from what I read. There's a
part where they're bringing him back as commissioner, I believe.
Okay.
I know in current books, Vandal Savage is commissioner.
See, I just... Part of me thinks this would be really cool. I just don't know, unless DC is planning on really turning back the clock and being like, look, we're going back to when DC books were, like, killing it. And if that's what they want to do, I'm all for it.
I think this is an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
DC's... I don't know how up you are in some of the more current books.
I kind of gave up on DC and Marvel about a year ago. So.
All right, well, DC's actually... Marvel's questionable, and I'm reading a little less Marvel than I have in a long time. My DC stuff lately, the stuff I am reading, I'm enjoying the shit out of.
Yeah. Currently, out of the big two, all I'm reading on a regular basis is I still like what they're doing with the Moon Knight stuff. I enjoy the hell out of that. I like the character, period, and I still think they're doing a good job with Moon Knight. I'll pick up Deadpool occasionally. I don't think it's the same as the way it used to be written, but it's still funny, so I enjoy it. And then for DC, I mean, I still pick up Justice League and Batman stuff, but most of the time I wait now and pick it up as trades because I kind of like want to wait and hedge my bets and see how good it is, you know? So
yeah, like I said, Amazon stopped. Yeah, their Batman stuff for the last 2 years has been very hit or miss.
mm-hmm.
You
know when I canceled my subscription to Batman? Do you remember, this was like 3 or 4 years ago, where there was a whole run of like a year where all of the Batman covers were like very generic looking and boring. I don't even know how to explain it, but there was like a year.
I know what period you're talking about.
Yeah. It was just really bad. It was like, I was like, this is the cover to Batman or Detective Comics. I was like, come on, you know, this is terrible. So
actually, Detective is the better right now out of the current books. Detective Comics is probably the better out of the two. Tom Taylor writing it.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing some really cool stuff over there. Batman, Straczynski, Chip Zdarsky just ended his run on it, and now we're going into this. So
I'll check it out. I mean, I liked most of what they were doing with the remake of The Long Halloween. I mean, it was a little strange, but I enjoyed it. So I would check this out on a trade or something. So,
like I said, maybe this will give Jeff Loeb, who before he went off to Hollywood and started producing TV, and I don't people realize that he is the former head of Marvel Television.
Yeah, Jeff Loeb was fantastic. So
and one of his shows that does not get enough love because 2 of the seasons sucked monkey balls. He was the main guy behind Heroes. He wrote like a season 2 of Lost. All the good seasons of Smallville were Jeff Loeb.
Heroes was fantastic for a while.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, the writer's strike of 2008 killed it.
Yeah.
Here, like I said, Heroes brought us fucking Zachary Quinto.
Yeah.
Before Heroes, Zachary Quinto was on reality TV with Tori Spelling.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. But that about wraps it up for tonight. Cool. Dave, where can the audience find you, brother?
Go check me out everywhere as Nemesis FC2. So that's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, though I don't do anything over there, and YouTube. So go check that out.
And of course, the Spotify playlists.
Yeah, go check that out. OPSEC. I got 2 more playlists I'm going to be bringing to you soon, so go check those out. But yeah, I mean, that's just a for fun thing. But yeah, if you go check them out, subscribe, that's cool. You know, see what kind of music I like.
With everything you got going on behind the scenes right now, that's probably where you're the most active right now with everything.
Yeah, Spotify, and then occasionally I'll pop on to X to say something, but I haven't been real active on any of that stuff right now because everything's going on behind the scenes.
Said, everyone can just, without going into detail, please keep Nemesis in your thoughts and prayers and send them positive and healing vibes.
Thank you.
Everyone in the Awesome Sauce Radio /Comic Crusaders family would appreciate that. And Dave, before we go, I said this to my Wednesday night producer, JV, and I need to say it to you as well. I celebrated 10 years of podcasting yesterday.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. And for at least 5 of them now, you, Al, and JV have helped me make this show what it is into what it's become. And I couldn't imagine doing this without you guys. And I just want to thank you for being a part of the journey and for a part of my life, being a friend to me on and off camera.
You are most welcome, sir. Most welcome. And here's to the next 10 years. So,
yeah, God willing, man. Everyone, you can find me, of course, on Instagram at therealblindadam, eBay/blindadam, minivid/blindadam, Twitter/X at the comic pimp. If I can figure out how to make that the real Blind Adam, I will. Whatnot/comic VIP, and I'm looking at, and of course, awesomesauceradio.com is coming soon. As soon as I get a couple things worked out there. As always, you don't need set to have a vision. It's not what happens, it's what you do about it. Remember to keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the goal. Love you all. Blind Adam out.
Viewer discretion is advised.
If you feeling like a pimp.